flashing displays. Internal mission programs want to display to you. An example of this we've covered many times or talked about. These would be a group 41. Excuse me, a verb 41, now 20. When you punch that in on this field,
0 plus 0036. Read back over.
Okay, he's in pings and back. He's in Ags Auto.
Yeah, he's went back to that ping, okay?
Roger, 14000 plus 0036.
Okay, he'll be standing by for the P-57.
Roger. And with respect to the comm situation again, Ed, if you have to switch to the aft omni antenna prior to making the 30-degree yaw maneuver, delete the yaw maneuver. That is, remain on the belly band. If you have to switch to making the yaw maneuver, do not change.
We better get it right now.
Remain with the 30-degree yaw maneuver. Okay, we got that. And for your information,
12-second loss of data.
CSM orbit, which is currently about 61.5 by 58.2, we are anticipating a TPI burn delta V on the order of 100 feet per second, vice the lower 60-some feet, vice the 90 feet per second in the flight plan. Okay, we got that.
Flight all set to the point of interest on the seismometer. We saw the thruster firings quite strong.
Thank you.
And for your information, Antares, your thruster firings are also monitored by the seismometer. They're coming through loud and clear, over.
Wonder if they can confirm all of them.
That's good.
P-57 flight.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, we're right on the timeline.
Great.
About 4 minutes early.
Flight is standing good.
Okay. Mach's up and running, flight. Roger on the Mach. And they are. Our temp's hanging in there at 88.1.
Very good, thank you.
Tell me your flight. Tell me your flight. Go ahead, flight. Okay, if he gets to this ascent batteries early, do you care if he turns them on early?
Negative.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Okay, we're course aligning at this time, flight. Take gravity measurement. Right. Okay, CSM flight controller, stand by 5 minutes to AOS.
Roger, flight.
Second course align in progress. Fine. Okay. And Kitty Hawk Capcom, when you get AOS here, you might also tell them that they're looking good.
Control eggs.
Go ahead, Ags.
Good.
The event recorder verifies the hot fire.
Very good, thank you, Bill.
He does know we're not going to be in misfin relay.
Yeah, he knows we're not going to be a misfin relay, but he doesn't know we're on separate circuits, so I'll let
Okay,
him
you
know
might
that.
brief him on that. Tell him that they're somewhat ahead of the timeline and it's looking good down here.
Okay. And also going to pass it on to him about the TPI delta V being about 100 instead of 90.
Excellent, thank you.
Flight from control, chart recorder verifies the hot fire was good.
Okay.
First gravity vector difference, 0.05.
Okay. Satisfied with that, I guess. Capcom, you really amber?
Say again, flight.
You really amber?
Control pump.
Go ahead.
Have you set up for thrifts for this burn? Or would you like...
The normal is already set up. In other words, for the span data. The thing we ought to get, though, that I haven't done yet, I tried to get them a while ago, and I didn't. You might do that for me. Get the thrift set up for the ascent burn on all, in other words...
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah, for all channels, all formats. What do you
all
call
right,
it?
I'll take care of that.
Okay, thank you. You prop from control?
Go.
Are you going to take care of your B prop quantity?
Yeah, I turned it in right after the hot fire. They got busy doing a hot fire or something, he said, and he said it'd be a while before you get to it.
Okay.
Then prop computer TM. Is that SGR 1090 1095 rather than 1195?
1095, roger.
Okay, sure thing. We'll put it in right now.
Second down 04, improvement as expected, 0.01 flight.
Very good.
Okay, they'll be marking on a star now.
Roger, thank you.
Start is star static flight.
Okay.
Control pings.
Go ahead.
You do have the Schmex enabled, don't you?
That's firm. Just don't cut too many.
Control span.
Go span.
Here we go, guys.
Roger.
Hey, I've told Bethpage that we have a policy against cutting SMECs rebroads during the ascent.
That's firm.
Okay.
AOS CSM flight.
Roger that.
Go control.
Let's don't forget about venting the sheet.
No.
You remember the negative training on Sims?
Yes, I thought about that.
Roger.
That's a real big 905.
Okay.
Flight guidance.
Go.
I think he just wrote on display. He's going to have to start the program over, and he is doing that.
Okay, fine.
Flight Inco, we're up on the high gain, high bit rate on the Kitty Hawk.
Okay, how does it look to you, Econ and GNC?
Flight Econ, we look good.
How does it look to you, GNC?
GNC looks good, Flight.
Okay.
Course aligning again at this time for gravity measurement flight.
Very good. Econ Flight, you copied that about the battery charge terminating?
That's a firm flight. We observe it here.
Okay, fine. Kitty Hawk, Capcom Flight.
Kitty Hawk, go.
Okay, while we got a moment here, later on I'll probably punch off your loop, and I'll assume that somewhere close to the liftoff that you'll tell him about the apps pressurization, which happens about 17, 20 minutes before ascent, and you'll kind of be giving him advice, and call me if there's anything unusual happens and you need something. Anything out of the ordinary, although I'll try to follow the comm if I'm able to. The only other thing we would expect not too long after the insertion to be passing to the Kitty Hawk a comment on his state vector status. And if it's a normal ascent, we wouldn't expect to have to do that, but we do owe him that.
Okay, mighty fine. Yeah, I'll keep him informed as we're going up through there too.
Okay.
Flight FAO.
Go FAO.
I think we ought to inform him while we got a lax period here about the probe, and tell him to be sure that when he gets in there after rendezvous to tie it down.
Come you think you got such a big
Okay.
And
905?
so you can be thinking about
He
that.
probably marked on the wrong star.
Ready to jump right on it after docking. And also, I've given the VHF act time to the Capcom, and
Okay, what is that? by the
it's
way?
142 plus 20 plus 18. And so his VHF voice check in the timeline is in a little bit different place. So it's like shows it about 2 or 3 minutes earlier. So he perhaps ought to be told that he won't get VHF comm until that time.
Okay, 142.20 what?
18.
Okay, that's phenomenal. Can we 5 minutes before the normal liftoff time? Okay. I guess I don't understand that there should be any trouble there.
Well, his VHF check comes a little ahead of that in his timeline, in the solo book.
Flight, tell me.
Go.
We need ascent batteries on and descent batteries 1 and 3 off.
Okay, where do you figure he is in the checklist there?
Why he's still at P-57. I don't know whether we want to do that or not.
Can we wait until he gets through with the mark?
No, we don't want to wait very long, but we'll wait a couple more minutes here.
Okay.
He's back at marking on stars at this time. He did another gravity.
You didn't want him to switch batteries now, would you?
How long would you estimate before he gets to that 047 readout?
I would estimate.
I guess I wouldn't think so, no.
5 to 10 minutes, maybe. Depends on. I can't estimate how fast he's going to mark on the stars. I'd say at least 5 minutes, probably.
Okay, Capcom, I really don't see any problem with putting the ascent batteries on. The LMP will do that anyway, won't he? Is that?
That's affirmative.
Okay.
You concerned? Pings?
We'll wait a minute.
I'm not really. They're supposed to do it in such a manner that won't hurt us.
We're really
Didn't
not
want to
due
take
for
a
those,
chance.
are we? Tell them you till 35 minutes.
They should be on now, Flight. At 141.49.
Well, okay. Capcom flight. I guess if it's going to be 10 minutes before he gets through that P-57 and all, let's go ahead and tell the LMP to.
That's only a rough estimate, Flight. He's got one star mark, and I believe he's still.
Okay, so let's ask him to go ahead and put battery 5 and 6 on the line and take 1 and 3 off. Capcom.
Roger out. And Terry's Ed, we'd like to get batch 5 and 6 online now and 1 and 3 off if you can do it without interrupting the P-57, over.
Just 1 second.
Okay, well said, Capcom.
Flight procedures were critical on displays here.
Okay, everybody evaluate
Place up your displays.
Drop the ones you don't need.
Your plot's still on 23?
I'm holding. No, it's changed around. It's on 36 now.
36.
Not yet, Flight. We're just red.
Okay.
Have it just a second, Bruce.
Starting on the 3rd mark.
Okay. Auto flight.
Go ahead, Flight.
Be sure that I'm with you. I'm expecting. Hello there. 142.25.42 is what I got for the TIG.
Say again, Flight.
We got 142.25.42 for the TIG.
That's firm.
That's where the ignition clock's counting to, Flight.
Very good. Kitty Hawk Capcom, you also told them about the comm, didn't you? I heard you saying something about it, but
Yes, about the VHF com.
yes, and about the fact that we're on independent links.
Yes, I did.
You said that, I remember now. Okay.
And he's probably putting his suit on now because he said he'd be off comm for about 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
Holding the 3rd mark now, Flight. Oh, that'd be long.
That's better.
XYZ plus
Sorry,
0.11.
102, Flight. That's good.
Okay, star angle difference is good.
And there are torque and angle differences, and the largest one is in the middle gimbal angle axis.
And we got no update. That's beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
They're small.
And that's pretty close to my prediction there.
That confirms no update required, Flight.
Okay.
Very good, John.
I predicted
Predicted the middle, didn't you?
The last one, they got minus 349, and I predicted minus 372.
Let's see if we can get that ag squared away now. Those delta airs and ags there.
And 6.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ag support on conference.
How does that look to you? Tell me. Looks like they're hanging right in there.
Flight, tell me.
How does it look to you?
They're looking good.
We're designating the
They're
RR.
hanging right in
Roger,
there, but
thank
I
you.
believe you said that you couldn't tell when it was online with one descent battery anyway. Is that right? As far as the voltage comparison between 5 and 6.
That's right.
Okay.
He's redesignating the RR flight down at the bottom 89 after the P-57.
Okay. Didn't say anything about that temp. Has he passed that temp yet? Obviously he didn't.
Affirmative, he did, and he didn't say anything.
Okay.
We're okay on the flight.
Control ping.
Here's your bridge ags alignment.
Our largest strip was on the...
Go ahead, Flight.
No
Just for my
transits.
information, why
No
is
transits.
battery 5 taking more of the...
And there's a
four loads
413
and
plus
six
1.
just because of
That's
different
good.
buses?
Negative is just, for some reason, it's picking up more of the load. And based on what we see now on battery 6, we may have to wait to take battery 4 off a little later than normal.
And Terry Houston, did you call?
Okay.
Doing a DAP load.
We'll give you a call on that later.
Yeah, he started in one a while ago.
Negative. That was the other end, Terry's.
He's reading out 047053 now, Flight.
Okay.
And they're almost squealing with that.
You've got them? You don't need them read down?
We have them.
Okay. We've got his 047053, Capcom.
Looks good.
And Terry Houston, we copy your address 47 and 53, over. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, GC on conference.
Like Capcom, understand that although it's slightly different from the value on the pad, that the address 53 is acceptable.
I thought it was the same as the pad. Is guidance flight? Is 53 different from the pad? Guidance flight.
Go ahead, Flight.
Is 53 different from the pad?
It's just very slightly different. No problem.
But it's no sweat. Okay.
That's right.
I thought earlier you said it was the same. I didn't.
We're in P12.
Well, for all practical purposes.
Roger.
it's the same.
We're in P12 flight.
B12 loaded, Flight.
Okay.
Control pings.
Go.
They did not load the CSM mass on that DAP load.
Did not.
They did not.
Go ahead, Antares.
That's no sweat. We pick them up later.
When?
Do we want to say
after
with the
insertion.
computed 047 and 053, or
That's
shall I reload
affirmative,
the
Flight.
pad?
That's affirmative. We do want to stay with it.
Affirmative, Ed, and we're only reading 4 digits on the data. Is that 01706?
Control.
That's what it is, Flight. Yes, that's
That's affirmative. Roger, out.
Retro from control, my loop.
Go ahead.
Control.
Hey, we didn't copy him loading the CSM weight on the DAP data load.
Affirmative.
He didn't, but it's
Stay with
all
the
right in
computed
that
values.
configuration.
They're already
All
in
right.
the computer.
You gonna tell Flight him to?
I don't think it's that important.
Okay.
Flight, why don't we see that 0?
It just doesn't come up there, Flight.
Never does?
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Flight, tell me.
Go.
Descent battery 2 can come off at the
Roger, lunar line.
and we're going to have to wait to take battery 4 off on our call.
Okay, Capcom, you ought to tell him that, I guess.
Antares, Houston.
Liam Prop, computer TM on GCC TLM.
Go ahead. Roger, you can take descent battery 2 off as per the checklist. Keep descent battery 4 online until our call, over.
Okay.
Control, Flight.
Go ahead, Flight.
Did I get through to you about the AGS configuration before the ascent, APS pressurization, rather? Let me know when you consider the AGS to be squared away.
Roger, I guess
We're
between-
in lunar line, Flight.
Yeah.
Looks good. Good agreement.
Does that mean that you consider it is okay now?
That's affirmative. Looks fine at this time. I'll be watching it here for a minute.
Yeah, but we don't want to do it this soon, though, John.
I understand.
Okay, and Capcom, we would like to wait until the 20-minute time or something. No
That's
earlier than
affirmative,
that
Flight.
for the APS pressurization.
It's normally around 17 to 20 minutes.
Roger.
Just in case he asks us, no, you need to call him on, of course.
Control pings.
Go pings.
We want to, after insertion on the timeline page 13, the middle of the page, they do a DAP load. At that point, we want to make sure they load their CSM weight.
Okay. Page 13.
Go.
I wanted to tell you what the error
After
was
insertion.
on that machine earlier.
Go.
We had a hardware memory error, and it caused us to loop in our error printout.
Fast alarm.
We found the error, and it's been corrected.
Roger.
And that
See any
means,
reason for it?
although we're
Negative
not on
A.
it this time.
Okay, well, we got 2 machines on, right?
Right, we've got Mach, a DSC, and we have a computer standing by, static standby.
Very good. Thank you, Lot.
Okay, pings from control.
Pings here.
Okay, where on page 13 then you talking about?
Right in the middle of the page. See verb 48,
Roger.
11002.
Limb weight.
And then we want to make sure they do the CSM weight there.
Okay.
Pings auto.
Roger, pings auto.
Fido, Flight.
What happens if they don't load the CSM weight in there?
Nothing drastic. It's
Fido,
just in.
Flight. Go, Flight. You're going to be able to be configured this
Wait a
for
minute.
an ascent.
We're not going to be doing any dock stuff, and we're absent beside.
Cut to 18 channels now.
Okay, all flight controllers.
I guess it's not going to make that much difference, John.
To the prescribed ascent
You copy?
channel
Yep.
request. We're going to go down to the 18-channel ascent list.
Okay, police up your displays.
Pings is on 7. Ag's still on 31.
Prop 20 and his plot's on 36. Right?
Negative 32.
32. He changed again.
I had to keep you on your toes.
Okay, things you're not concerned about him not having the CSM weight in there.
No, because he's got a weight that's reasonable in there anyway right now.
Okay. What's he got in there?
36112.
Thank you.
Recommend pings also, Flight, this time.
Okay.
You concur, Pings? We concur with Pings.
Yeah,
Flight.
definitely.
Okay, as soon as we have apps pressurization, we'll go around the room and get the formal go for liftoff this rev.
Okay, when we get ready for apps press, I want a team go for press.
We're at the 18.
Copy.
Roger.
Excellent.
That's a firm flight. Flight, tell me.
Go.
The commander is showing disconnect on his, sir, he's back to connect now.
Okay.
Our temp is still going down.
Roger, thank you.
Ag still a good lunar line. Flight agrees with the pings very well.
Okay, and control and guidance, you're giving me a go on the AGs for the apps pressurization.
That's a firm flight.
Okay. And FIDO flight, you're configured for liftoff, is that right?
That's a firm flight. We're cutting to 18 channels now, and we already are there in terms of displays called up.
Okay, excellent.
We should see the dip spin just prior to apps press.
Oh, it's just prior to, huh?
Just prior.
Okay, I was thinking it was after.
Negative.
Okay. You're right.
I figured we hadn't looked that often, so I thought I ought to mention it.
Inco flight, are you still on the high gain?
That's affirmative flight, holding good.
Okay, everybody looks okay, huh?
Thanks, that's good.
Prop looks real good.
Things looks good.
Converge on the photos of the S4B impact. Are we going to do the 13 impact point?
That's
Is
a
that
firm
correct?
flight. That's the prime target in that area.
And you've got all that squared away.
Yes, sir. We've got the procedures. We need to get an update, and we'll work on it when they go behind the hill here.
Okay, well, that's in the flight plan, right? Passing that up.
Yes, sir. No, well, it's LTC, but we're going to pass up 500 millimeter instead.
Yeah.
Flight from control.
Go.
I just wanted to remind you that they vent the sheet tank just prior to apps press. I may have told you after sometime. I was thinking it was after.
Okay, I don't remember that you said it was after.
Okay, I may not have.
You said when they do that, I think, at that general time.
There we go. He opened the vents, and she's going down.
He's venting the sheet now, flight.
He's opened the vents also.
Houston, we're standing by to pressurize the ascent helium.
You go on.
Yeah, we're ready, flight.
Okay, we'll go for that.
Secretary Houston, your go on that, one at a time, please.
Gotcha. Will do.
I tell him you arm both systems.
You're saying he has?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, number one, Houston.
We're pressurizing. Looks good.
Roger, stand by.
Just let it settle down.
Flight retro.
Go retro.
All the depth weights are loaded that need to be loaded this time.
Okay.
Looks like we're
How's that
regulating
looking,
high.
Joe?
Okay, it looks good, flight.
Go to the second bottle.
You ready to go to the second
Secretary
bottle?
Houston, your go on the second.
Roger. Ready to go to second
Okay,
bottle.
we're go, flight.
Okay, Capcom. You and I both, Capcom, spring-loaded, I guess.
See the
There we go,
bottle?
second bottle.
Okay,
Only one transducer showed it, though.
okay, we saw it on one of our Deucer's flight. Second bottle.
Okay, 2 good bottles, huh?
Roger.
And you're happy with the apps?
That's firm.
Okay, let's have a go, no go for liftoff this direct rendezvous. Ready?
Okay, y'all go.
Go flight.
Go. Gato, go flight. Control,
Go.
Telmu,
We'll go flight.
Surgeon.
Go.
Okay, Inco,
Go flight.
FAO.
Go flight.
Okay, Capcom, he's cleared for takeoff, direct rendezvous, and he looks good.
And pings.
And ping,
That's
sorry
perfect,
about that.
Antares, this is Houston. You are go for liftoff.
Configuration.
This pass.
Roger.
Direct
Proper
rendezvous.
S and feed.
Guidance control
Confirm the
pings,
S
over.
and feed with the RCS manifold pressure.
Roger.
Looks good.
Go.
I have no negative entries at all into the matrix. We have no single point failures.
Roger that.
Roger out.
Ascent feed looks good to us, flight. It's configured properly.
Okay.
Okay, in flight he will be holding off on bat 4 until we call.
Affirmative.
Standing by for state vectors transfer. There he goes, flight. He's starting it now.
Okay. Prop, you taking care of that APS-2 helium?
Yeah, I have to send a piece of paper on it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It is really weird. They dropped more than I expected, but the nominals didn't drop at all.
Okay.
The nominal transducers. Did you notice that?
Ags, you calling control?
No, just saying the nav update.
Okay.
State vector transfer complete to the AX flight.
Okay.
Flight, tell me.
Go.
Okay, both ascent batteries are preconditioned at this time. He can turn off descent bats 2 and 4 at the same time.
Okay. Capcom.
Antares, Houston, you can treat bats 2 and 4 per the checklist, over.
Okay, here we go.
Flight, tell me.
Go.
We're on ascent batteries, and they're both looking fine.
Very well.
Okay, everybody standing by to go over to the timeline book.
Copy.
Antares, Houston, both batteries 5 and 6 are looking good.
Thank you.
Okay, and Inco, presumably he's configured to the voice backup position. Is that right?
That's
Down
firmly
voice
flying.
up voice backup.
That's a firm plan.
Hit your critical limits.
Thank you, Bob. Okay, all
So we
recorders
expect
are all
per
on.
instructions.
Roger.
Come up
Wind
to
format
ICS
4.
PTT.
Roger.
I mean, I see hot mic.
That's affirmative. He should be coming up on hot mic shortly.
Okay.
Control prompt.
Go.
We may have a slightly hot engine here with this. Looks like we're regulating just a little high.
Skip that. He's past that checklist.
Okay.
I think we're probably giving him the impression we didn't want to do that.
Want me to check on that flight?
No, I don't think so. You've already passed him that we want him to talk to us. And we'll let it go at that.
Okay, they go into Vox at TIG minus 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. I guess I was confused about this switch position. Thank you.
Prop go at 10.
Roger, thank you.
Go.
Things you go.
Things go.
Roger.
Okay, all flight controllers, he should be configuring the circuit breakers now, and I believe the only thing he has left control is this circuit breaker at minus 5 minutes, and he's into the timeline button.
That's correct, flight.
And tell him you flights, your batteries, ascent batteries still look good.
That's a firm flight.
Our temp is continuing to go down.
Roger, thank you.
Capcom flight. Kitty Hawk Capcom flight.
Okay, I'll go. Sorry, I got too much noise on the ground here. I'll got you now.
Okay, I've punched mine off, so if something happens other than your normal calls up or put status, let me know, please.
Will do.
Control eggs.
Go eggs.
Did they ever decide whether they were going to yaw right after liftoff or not at 30 degrees? The normal
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear a change on that.
Well, they were discussing it a while ago because of the antenna problems.
And we're not going up in S-band.
I think that's changed again, though. Stand by, let me verify that. I'm sorry, it changed 2 or 3 times a while ago when we were doing something else. I think it's, or at least again, let me put it that way. They are going up S-band audit track. Okay.
Okay.
I should have told y'all that.
Okay. So that means we're going to yaw. Thank you.
I guess if the S-band goes to Worms, Mitchell's going to go to aft Omni.
Tell me your flight.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, we got a minute there. I guess there's no significance to those current measurements jumping around like that, is it?
Negative. They'll be doing that. That's 1 count difference between off scale low and 0.
Okay.
Yo, she vented right down, didn't it?
Sure did. Still going down real slow.
Okay, 5 minutes, guys. How you looking?
Eggs go.
Things looks good.
Prop go.
Roger.
RR temp 81.7.
Roger. I'll expect the normal call-outs during the burn.
Copy.
If crossover looks like it's going to come different than we usually expected, I'll try and call out a time on it, or predicted time, let's put it that way.
Just let me know when it occurs.
Okay.
Bob's given me a predicted time based on the loadings, new loadings.
5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Roger. What I mean is looking at real-time data as we go up.
Okay. 4 minutes. Stand by. Mark. 4 minutes. Okay. We're right with you.
Roger. Everybody's in the timeline.
Copy.
Roger.
And Terry's Kitty Hawk is trying to raise you on VHF.
Prop, how come you get some up on 32?
Oh, you're looking at what I'm looking at. I'm just changing my limits, my final limits prior to the burn.
Roger.
All my limits are set up.
Okay.
Kitty Hawk and Terry's, how do you read?
And Terry's Houston, Kitty Hawk is reading you 3 by on VHF.
Roger. We're not reading him.
Okay, we'll pass that to him.
And Terry's is counting down to 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Mark, 2 minutes and
Info
counting.
flight.
We concur.
Flight income.
Okay, work that VHF problem for LOS.
Roger that.
You copy all of it?
Standing by for guidance steering in the ag.
Watch for that guidance
Info
steering.
flight.
I'm watching. Is that 10,000?
There he goes.
Info flight.
Go ahead, flight.
Called
Got
it.
the symptom. The limb to the CSM is 3 by and no joy from CSM.
400.
That's
400 plus 10,000. Plus 10,000. Hey.
Guidance
We
steering
got it.
We got it. Okay, guys.
Hey, Houston, the master arm is on. The A and B lights are on.
Confirm master arm.
Confirm both
Hey,
systems are on.
367 readout and
Roger, we confirm both systems
still
are.
on. Okay. There's that boy. Ready to get loud and clear. We're at 45 seconds and counting.
Arm your consumable sum, please.
It's armed.
Roger.
Okay, hello. See you shortly.
Okay, Inco flight.
Copy, flight.
Okay, that's good work
Hey,
on that
just
problem.
on time.
Thank you, flight.
Have a nice cool and setup.
Average sheet coming on the King's flight.
Roger that.
Average sheet is on.
Delta V's look good.
Prop's looking real good.
Alex is going.
Roger.
Okay, the abort stage is set. Gas and engine is armed. Abort stage set.
We confirm both flight.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have ignition. What a liftoff. And liftoff.
Roger, ignition.
Confirm ignition. Flight.
Flight auto positive H-dot.
Auto start.
Good things in.
Auto start.
Roger.
10 seconds.
We had an auto start flight.
Okay, auto start.
Manually. Over is good.
They haven't backed it up yet, have they?
Looks like pitch over is complete.
We confirm auto ignition.
How does it look to you, Control?
Looks good. Have him back it up with a start button.
Auto
Flight.
ignition.
I'm sure he's done that, hasn't he?
Negative.
We don't show
Okay, need to back up the ignition with a start button. Is that
got
right?
it. He's got it, flight.
He's got it.
Just got it.
Everything looking good. Flight.
Oh,
King's
here we
got
go.
about
Across Cat
550
Farm.
to go. This time.
shutdown.
How does it look to you, Righto?
Trajectory's nominal flight, a little bit of noise in the left.
Oh,
Okay. How's the data looking?
Steerable holding, flight.
Looks real
High bit
good.
rate solid.
very looks good, Houston. Yeah,
Okay, he's good from the ground.
Roger, you're looking good from down here, Al.
Up on one.
Thrust right on nominal.
Roger. Thrust on nominal.
Mark 1.
Thrust is right on nominal. Flight.
Roger.
Looks good all sources, flight.
Starting yaw.
1 minute.
A little bit low and slow, but
Only.
XR.
Helium looks real good.
Okay, you want to give me 623? Okay. Take the next together. Okay, yours complete, Houston.
Everything looking good. Flight. 623 plus 1.
Challenge applied on prop.
10.
About 550 to go.
We're on channel 10
Take a
now,
look at the
control.
target again. 542, 931, 3. Targeting is still good. Okay.
Trajectory looks real good, flight.
Okay, that's a 623 in the guns.
That's affirmative.
We're looking
About
good.
5
Flight.
minutes flight on
Code
the
2.
Kings.
Okay, coming up on 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Mark 2. H is good.
2 minutes.
That's
Looking
right
good.
on. H is right on. Pinks and X are together. Okay, steering is good. Pinks looks good, Houston.
He's go from the ground.
We copy, Al, and your go from down here.
about 335 to go on the pings. Flight, both systems looking good.
How they look?
Okay, no deviation at all between the ping zags?
Negative, flight.
Very good.
Trajectory perfectly nominal. Flight looks good.
Very good.
Systems look real good, flight.
Roll moment offset's looking like a mixture ratio low.
Steerables tracking plane.
Okay, don't panic.
Yeah, we're watching that on times. Go right along with that.
Okay.
Okay, steering is still good. Houston,
CG's
coming up
definitely
on
on the other side than we expected it.
Okay.
2, 1, market.
3 minutes. B supply is good.
3 minutes.
Good.
Helium's looking real good. Above nominal.
Okay. Looking at oscillation in our RCS pressures, but I'm sure it's station.
Looks good here, flight.
Okay, you're happy with the RCS?
Roger.
Roger,
About
looks
340
good.
to go. Flight on the ping.
The
Both systems
RCS
looking
looks good from down here, Ed.
Flight Fido nominal all the way.
30-31.
Roger that. And your go from the ground at 3.5. Everything's nominal.
Papers, looks good here.
About 325 to go on the pings. Flight.
Okay.
Both systems looking good.
RCS is a lot more than we expected.
Okay.
Okay, and we got a decrease in H dot, looks like.
4.
3 minutes.
As per the flight plan.
4 minutes.
Good.
H is good.
H dot is good. H is good.
Helium looking real good.
Tags are right together.
Both systems looking real good.
Okay, go from the ground.
About
Capcom.
250 to go on the ping.
Antares Houston, your go from the ground. Looking good.
And Capcom, sometime in the
Okay.
one time specifically that that we show the pings and ags and the misfin all in good agreement. The pings is completely go.
Antares Houston, we show all sources, pings, zags, and misfin in good agreement.
Flight Fido looked good.
Helium's really looking
all
good.
the way up.
That's good.
Okay, go. About 2:25 to go. Out of plane, looks good.
Okay,
About 220 to go on the pings. Both systems looking good.
that's good.
Roger that.
Hey, you can stop your camera if you want.
Okay.
We may not get pitch crossover. If we do, it'll be very late.
Negative. We're coming up on pitch crossover right now.
5 minutes.
Flight Fido, all sources agree. We're go.
Roger that.
We're starting to get it.
Fly 530 to
145 to go on the ping.
market.
We're looking good here, flight.
Roger that.
That's good. H
On
dot's
time,
good.
confirm pitch
H is
crossover.
good.
On time, confirm pitch crossover.
I don't know if John's getting the same indication.
No, moment offset doesn't.
Flight, tell me we're looking real good.
Roger that, tell me.
Okay, let's take one more at 6:30.
All right.
Okay, Fido,
Roger, flight, trim the ping.
Minute and 10 to go on the
all axis.
All axes, flight.
Okay,
Antares, this is Houston. Trim the pings, all axes.
6 minutes. We're looking real good on helium.
Okay.
Okay.
Roger. Take a look at 85 versus 500 for a minute. Hey, 946.
Okay, I'll see with
about 50
500.
seconds to go. Flight.
Roger.
Okay, very good.
They're looking good. There's 800.
You watching for his ascent feed?
Roger.
750.
Coming up on 30 seconds. Flight.
Roger that.
100. 550. 500.
We're inside of 30
Okay,
seconds.
range valves open, ascent feeds closed.
Closed.
Okay, how's that look to you, control?
We hadn't seen it yet, flight.
850.
Mains are open.
300.
Looks good, flight. Right on nominal.
50.
Roger that.
100.
Okay, ascent feed looks real good, flight.
Okay.
100.
Taps arm off.
80. 60. 50. 40.
Say again?
30.
Taps arm off.
Right down.
Arms off,
Okay,
flight.
we've had a shut down.
Confirmed, shut down, flight. Trim the pings, all access.
Roger that.
Visuals are good.
Burn time looked good, flight.
Okay, the burn time looks good.
Everything is reset properly?
Roger.
Pro. There's your residual.
Negative low level. Oop, just got one.
Just stand by for the tweak.
Doing plus X.
Roger.
How does your high gain look, Inco?
Go with that.
Minus Y.
Inco flight, are we going to have to go to the aft omni?
Flight Inco now right away.
Okay, minus 0.1, minus 0.4, plus 0.5.
Houston, we copy.
Right those.
It's trimmed.
Are they through trim and control?
Yes, he's doing
Affirm.
Minus 0.1.
Say gain control.
Affirmative, he's through.
We stop, copy, through trim and flight. We'll be with you in a minute.
Okay.
Who's got the RR on?
RR is on flight.
Okay, roger on the rendezvous radar. Okay, let's keep the room quiet. We've got several things to do before LOS.
Stand by air flight. I'll let you know on a tweak momentarily.
Okay, you want to change the clock procedures to the LOS time?
Okay.
Roger,
Let's go with the checklist.
How do you look, tell me?
We look fine, flight.
What's your channel again, O2?
O2.
Flight Capcom, will there be a tweak?
Flight fighter, there will be a tweak. I'll get it up to you shortly.
And Terry Houston, there will be a tweak burn. It'll come up shortly.
Copy.
Roger.
Flight fighter, bringing it up now. 10 foot per second tweak.
Okay.
And Terry, this is Houston. Tweak TIG 1423651. Delta VX minus 2.0, Y plus 5.0, Z minus 8.0, and this is at the nominal yaw 30 attitude. Read back, over.
Copy, Prof.
What were the
Stand by.
breakdown?
Copy him when he reads back. Roger, flight.
And Terry's Houston, did you copy the tweak burn, over?
That's affirmative, Houston. We're setting up for it now.
Roger, 142.3650 and minus 2.0 plus 5.0 minus 8.0.
Roger out.
Okay, did you copy those, Prof?
Roger, Capcom flight, when it's...
That's a 10 foot per second total tweak there.
Go for the aft
Control.
Roger, thank you, Fido.
You add them up, you get 15.
Roger, thank you.
Roger that.
Okay, Eggs, let's make sure he trims the right way.
Okay.
Which axis you going to do first? Biggest one is Z minus Z.
You want Y first, don't you?
XZY flight.
XZY, okay.
XZY, Ed. XZY, over.
XZY in that order.
Do XZY. Alright, they want XZY. $51, 20 seconds. That's minus 2.
Flight procedure.
See you aboard command bit.
Okay, give it.
Minus X. Minus X.
Minus X, flight.
We see him, flight. Looks good.
D is minus 8. Z minus 8. Up, down, Z. Good. 1.
There's minus Z.
Minus Z.
2.
Okay.
4. 5. 7, 6. 7. 1 foot more. That's 7, 9. That looks good. 4, 7, 1. Out of plane is plus 5 right.
There's plus Y.
Plus Y, flight.
3.5. Close ahead. That's great. Right there. Hold it.
Okay, Houston, clicks complete.
Roger out.
Okay, you got the residuals there, Pato?
47.
Looks good, flight.
Okay.
Okay.
We're now committed to the direct rendezvous, and with no problems.
Control pings.
Go ahead, ping. Terry's Houston.
We didn't get our lock on there.
TPI. Roger, thank you. Ag from control.
Go. I just show abort commanded.
Roger, thank you.
Roger, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Flight,
No, didn't want to
CSN,
start
I'll
it.
be right back with you. Okay. Get that and an estimate of the TPI. And
Prop from control. Go. Go ahead.
GNC
I'm
and
go
Econ,
for
how do you
app
look?
TPI. Everything looks real good.
Okay.
Gap weight is good also.
Roger, thank you.
So it's now the time for aft omni.
And we've lost LGC data. Flight back now.
Inco flight.
Flight Inco, he's starting his P-20 maneuver, selecting Omnis for us.
Okay, he'll select it. All right.
Kitty Hawk.
Go ahead, Ag.
You might tell the crew, though, that it is bad before it goes over the hill in case of slack drag. You should be careful with it.
Why? You briefed to Kitty Hawk on all his
Well,
transpiration?
if he's in a burn program
The only thing I
and
need to tell him is
has a
No,
port
man.
plus
No,
out.
wait a minute, man.
Standing by for that guidance.
Okay.
Okay, and it was very good.
So ping's in bit.
Roger.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Man.
The egg doesn't see it.
Terry
Okay,
Houston
you got
out
me.
here, Rich.
You got me.
Loud and clear, Bruce. I'll lock up for you. Good work position.
Okay, let's stand by for our lock.
Flight Inco, he's still maneuvering. He should be coming up on the steerable shortly.
Very well.
Flight from control.
Go control.
Okay, our old friend, the abort command bit is set back, no problem though.
You want to do anything at all about it?
Negative.
Crew can't see that, can they?
Negative. Not unless they call it up.
Locked up on the steerable.
Flight procedures.
Go.
We're back to 28 channels now. Clear for
Okay, all
request.
flight controllers, we're back to 28 channels from 18. We're back to the normal channel configuration.
He's calling P-20.
Flight Inco, he's back up on the steerable.
Very good.
Roger, P-20.
Control AGC,
Flight
the abort
guidance.
commander
Go.
suite has no
No
effect.
vector update to the CSM required.
We've got
No
it back,
CSM vector update.
That's firm.
Okay, how about the limb? Too early yet for him?
It's okay. Well, I'll double check. We ought to be all right. He's in P-20.
Pings AGC conference.
Inco flight, you copy that?
Flight Inco negative.
Apparently the VHF ranging won't stay locked up.
Copy.
Flight guidance.
Go, guys.
Do confirm no vector updates required to any vehicle.
Okay, Capcom, Kitty Hawk, and Antares Capcoms, no state vector updates required.
Control guidance.
Okay, Kitty Hawk,
Go, guys.
Ignore the abort command channel. Ignore it.
Yeah. Let's be
Say
sure we
again?
understand that problem. Inco flight, are you with us?
Roger, thank you.
Channel 30.
One of the channel 30 bits is set.
Affirmative, it's the abort command. I reported it to flight a while ago.
Okay.
Ignored it.
Capcom,
Doesn't hurt
Kitty Hawk,
anything.
Capcom, say
It won't hurt anything, that's what I told
Okay,
you.
the
I understand.
VHF will not stay locked on. It locks up, gets the right range, and then flips right back to zero.
How about, okay, we'll probably want to know how long it stays on before it goes to zero.
I'm guessing from what he said, a little bit of nothing, just long enough to read it.
Well,
He's talking about VHF, isn't he?
now, but pretty soon we're going to want to know that probably.
Okay.
Flight Inco.
Go.
When they attempt to reacquire on the VHF ranging, they need to remain silent for 12 to 15 seconds for the ranging code to lock up.
Okay, since we're in this real noisy comm configuration, is there any chance that all that noise is feeding through and blocking that?
It's possible, flight.
Okay, then do they need to go momentarily to S-band off or something? I don't know the right switches to say to them.
Stand by, I'll check that.
Okay.
Flight guidance. Flight guidance.
Go.
P-20 locked on and tracking, and the LGC. The comment earlier from control about the in-bit said at this time is no problem.
Okay.
Guidance from control.
Go ahead.
Hey, that's what I told him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I told him it was absolutely no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Flight income.
Go.
No switches will help him on that VHF ranging. Even if the LEM is talking on intercom, that'll break up the code too.
Okay.
That's the only thing we can think of.
Kitty Hawk and
Good.
you want to
Excuse me. Got operator here.
Kitty Hawk and Terry's Capcoms.
Copy
The
on a slight
VHF,
tip of
we want to
bias
be
here.
real sure that they remain quiet
Let me
even
know
on
how
the
big.
intercom while they're trying to
Biggest
lock
one
up.
so far is 0.15. That would, our update limit is
At least
0.1.
15 seconds, and it wouldn't hurt to.
Okay, what does that equate to in feet per second?
Stand by. I'm getting a long hack on it here, and I'll
Okay.
give you all a scoop.
Okay, we got 10 minutes LOS LEM. Give me the report pretty quick so I can talk it over with Ken. I don't think we'll update since we got
Command
small
module
burn. but-
VHF ranging lock
You're right.
problem
I'll
may
get to
be
you
due to conversation on the loop. Your conversation, even over the intercom within the LEM, is enough to break it up and it has a lock. So maybe you get Stu to give you a mark when he's ready to throw the ranging reset switch and then remain silent for about 20 seconds, both spacecraft. Over.
Okay, it may be locked up now. We just stand by though.
Roger, we understand. Give
Capcom.
the call, Stu, when you need it.
Flight guidance.
Go.
CSM, VHF locked on. Both vehicles tracking.
Never heard you report we were locked on, John, but we are.
I gave it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I probably missed it. Prop from control.
Go control.
You did say after the burn you saw the oxlow level, is that right?
Roger, but it was after the burn.
Okay, thank you.
Approximately 10 or 15 seconds. Roger.
Okay, Capcoms, both of you, we show on the ground here that the VHF is locked up okay this time. Kitty Hawk, Capcom, you might verify that with the command module with Kitty Hawk.
Okay, look
Give
at me
me
like
3 seconds.
you did get us
Static data
on his 949er.
Flight income. We lost the LEM momentarily. May have drifted into blockage. It looks like it's coming back.
Okay.
Subset.
Get your pips?
Yeah. Yeah, the delta is 0.005 feet per second on the Z PIPA.
035.
That's our delta.
Is that the biggest one?
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
0.005, and you're not worried about it, huh?
Our update limit is, it's above our update limit. So it's asked to check it with Guido.
Okay, and that was on Z.
That's right.
You don't want to do these, right?
I would say not to update.
Roger.
Okay, Retro.
Guys,
Kitty Hawk,
control.
Capcom,
Let me know
did he
about
write
Mark.
that on the
Hey, Ken.
VHF?
Say again.
We see a
Did he
delta
say
bias
the
on
VHF
Z
was
of
locked up?
0.005 feet per second.
First mark.
On the Z PIPA, okay?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Roger, we are, and I just want to let you know.
Flight Fighter 1,
Okay.
normal TM processing now, 28 channels.
Roger, I've already made that announcement.
Okay.
Okay, guidance, keep us posted on how the marks look. And we're 10 minutes away from LOS. Systems people, do y'all have anything for that? Tell me, control, anything for the LEM before it goes around the corner?
Just want to confirm that APS TPI's go flight. We are tracking a slight Z PIPA bias, but guidance is, we've talked it over, there's no problem. Very, very small.
Will the crew see it in any way?
I doubt it.
No, flight no. That's so small.
Everything else is okay flight.
Okay, Flight, we've got one VHF and one optics mark in CSM, and we have no data on the LEM at this time. He did have 2 rendezvous radar marks, the last frame of data we got.
Okay. Tell me, you know anything for the crew?
Negative, Flight. Both SN batteries are looking
Control
down.
prop.
Okay, verifying.
Go prop.
On channel 64, you'll see shutdown of the apps.
GNC nothing, Mike.
Okay, you look good, huh?
We look real good, Mike.
Ecom?
I don't have anything flying.
Very well.
We look good.
Okay. Kitty Hawk, Capcom, and Terry's, both vehicles look real good going around the corner. And we've already told them, I believe we're going to
I don't know if we're going to get any data.
Go for the Atlas,
Again, I guess not.
And before LOS, the FIDO will have us his version of the TPI.
Okay, channel 64.
And Terry's Capcom. I will
Talk to
pass
me, tell me what's on there.
Okay, you're looking at it, the burn start is to your right. The
Okay.
depletion would be going to your left.
Okay.
The scale is each one of those is 15
we
psi.
inform that all systems are looking good. In particular, batch 5 and 6 are normal, and you're in good shape trajectory-wise going around the corner. We got 6.5 minutes to LOS, and we anticipate having a ground TPI solution for you prior to LOS. Over.
And you can see the ball valves close, and it just dribbles after that.
Roger.
The burn looked real good throughout the burn. We looked at all of it.
I lost my S-band antenna breaker.
The line that, we lost S-band again.
And go flight, you want them just to reset it and keep going?
Flight info. You mean on the VHF? I didn't copy that.
The steerable antenna popped again.
Select that on the low bit rate line.
And Terry, this is Houston.
Well, we don't want to do that. What's wrong with pushing that breaker back in?
It looks like he's in blockage on the steerable right now. I don't think he'll be able to fire.
Aft Omni, low bit rate, Capcom.
And Terry, Houston, request aft Omni and low bit rate.
Okay, if you get a smash of data, let's...
And you have it.
And it looks like your present attitude is blocking the steerable antenna from pointing at the Earth.
Low bit rate data.
Roger.
Okay,
what you got? What does it look like? You go for LOS?
Roger,
Hey,
run
go.
into the stop, I believe it will.
Top go.
Roger.
We have 4 optics marked, only one VH before it hit the mark at this time.
Roger, out.
That was supposed to be disabled. Hit it and see what happens.
I did.
Okay, he's getting some real horrendous RDOT updates there. Looks like in the Alex marks. If you want him to accept those or keep fine fast.
What do you think, guys?
Probably because it went off scale low.
Like you have 49 feet a second there.
You get out. Guidance and FAO, do you guys worry about those?
Really
looks
false VX there, VOX there for a while.
Okay.
Thanks, he's getting good mark.
Okay.
FAO, you got any comment on that?
No. Now has 5 optics and only one VH.
The VHF still locked up, guidance?
Negative, not this time.
Flight, FAO.
Go.
If he's not keeping that VHF locked up, he ought to go reinitialize the W matrix and start sextant only tracking.
It's right in the check.
Okay, he's doing that apparently because he's already got 5 optics marks, and you're ready for him to accept them. No problem with that.
Okay, then just skip
right?
the VHF. Don't accept it.
That's inlet on there with that
Accept the
CCP.
second mark.
Okay.
Flight info.
Go ahead, Capcom, with that.
Say that again?
He's already
That was inlet pressure on there. I'm not sure which one, but it's the inlet, one of the inlet pressure.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Roger.
The guidance thing, we all agree you ought to be using the sextant only.
Did
Major, which is in
Span get a copy of their data?
Capcom.
I missed it. I was listening, so.
We didn't get any analogs off of this recorder back here. We just got
I
discretes.
wanted to go ahead with the sextant only procedures. Go
Wait a
ahead and
minute,
start
saying that
accepting
again.
marks. Press on.
Off our quarter back here,
No VHF.
Yeah.
Right?
the recorder in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
We got discretes only, no analog.
Or reinitialize it.
It looks like it's
Huh.
49.
Are you telling me you don't think they got it down in the ground
Say again,
station
guys.
either?
I don't know.
It is now
We
49.
send somebody down there and
Oh, will.
yeah, see if they can get it.
Now it's still only the one VHF.
We got everything on the LBOs, huh?
Roger.
Okay.
It's very strange. Remind me to get out to
Flight
Legler.
FAO. It's too late now to reinitialize the W matrix. Let's just
Okay.
forget it.
He seems to be converging.
Okay, forget the reinitialization on the W matrix. Kitty Hawk, Capcom. Kitty Hawk, Capcom, don't worry about the W matrix, just proceed on.
7 marks now. Flight. 7 optics in the CSM.
Flight Capcom, 2 minutes to LOS LEM. We need a TPI.
Roger that. We're working
Our
on flight.
temp looks real good, don't it, John?
Adam?
Yeah, it does. It's coming on down.
Bravo on Kitty Hawk.
And they're going in the shade now, so
Kitty Hawk.
we're in good shape.
Flight Follow, he seems to be pulling back that CSM vector now.
Okay.
Tell him to keep marking.
He's up to 8 now, flight.
prop is APS low level on low bit rate. At any rate, we trapped one. If it is. Thanks, whoever did that.
And Terry's Houston, com check over.
Thorson must be back there somewhere.
Fido, flight.
Loud and clear, Houston, how me?
Roger out.
Fido, flight.
Go flight.
Okay, in order not to mistake
Okay,
this
flight.
date. Okay, go.
The best numbers I'm going to have for you, I'm looking at a delta VX of plus 63 feet a second, delta VY of 1, delta VZ of about 67 feet a second, flight. That's the best number I got. That's permanent, all positive.
What is that RSS
14,
into?
this is Houston.
Was it
Wind
63 on the first
TPI,
one?
ground
Yeah.
solution.
Roger, just a
Delta
second.
VX
And Z was 67.
63 feet per second.
Oh, 67?
Y
On
plus
Z.
1.
X was plus
Z
63,
plus
Y was
67.
1,
I say
Z was
again, Wind
67.
TPI,
Roger.
Delta VX
Ground
plus
solution.
63.0. Y plus 1.0. Z plus 67.0. And Terry's over.
Roger, copy, plus 63, plus Y, plus 67. Thank you.
Roger out.
92 per
Okay,
second.
LOS, go get them. See you on the other
Roger.
side, Ed.
LOS Lem.
Roger that.
Lem Pro Computer TM or TCC TLM.
Okay, and Kitty Hawk Capcom, he's looking good going around the corner.
Second.
He looks good going around the corner. And did you get the TPI read up to him?
Affirm.
Okay.
11 optics marks in the last frame of data we had played.
Okay. Flight Fido, go.
You might
Okay, you
pass
guys
over to
want
the
to take
CSM,
a break?
The radio will probably be
About
closer to 60.
10 minutes, go ahead.
Copy.
Based on
Roger.
updated vector.
Right after a break, I'll update you in RCS.
Roger.
Okay, we might have 60 instead of 67, is that right?
That's firm.
Everybody give me an
Okay,
amber
try
and give me a
that.
green when you get back.
Delay that, Capcom. It's too late. You might misunderstand it.
Roger.
LOS CSM.
Clear.
11s.
And Terry,
Stand by
this
for
is
data.
Houston. How do you read? Over.
We read you loud and clear, Houston.
Roger and Terry's. How'd it go?
Go on low bit rate.
Well, things just about as nominal as they could be. We had good TPI and mid-course
Flight info, we're up
around
on the steerable. Request
Okay,
time bit.
okay.
1.9 and 1.1 feet per second. Telev total. Give you the exact numbers if you want them, but everything's just about nominal.
Would like TPI flight.
We'd like the numbers for TPI if you would, please.
Yes, durable. Houston.
Say again, Ed.
Okay, yeah, it'll
Bye-bye.
give them to you. It'll give them to you.
Okay, the numbers for TPI down 81, plus 62.1, plus 0.1, plus 63.1. Burned on time. And null pigs is 00 plus 0.1.
Roger.
Sounds good, flight. Very good.
And
Flight
say
Fido.
again about the steerable.
Go, Fido.
I'd like to get Kitty Hawk's solution if he has it.
For the TPI.
Kitty Hawk, Houston, are you reading us now?
I'm reading you loud and clear.
Roger, Stu. Could we have your TPI solution, please?
Stand by one.
We show them 3 miles from the CSM.
Roger, thank you.
And the RR temp's down to 69.
Thank you. You still on, what are y'all's channels? The same 07 pings, 31 ags, prop 20?
That's right.
Roger. You got good data now, and you got high bit rate, haven't you? Ecom. I'm sorry, Inco.
Houston, Kitty Hawk.
Go ahead, Kitty Hawk.
Okay, it was a Sexton only solution. I had a minus 67.4 plus 0.5 minus 69.2. I did get the ranging to work when our comm got better after TPI, and everything worked out good.
Oh, I understand you did get the VHF ranging going after TPI.
That's affirmative.
Sounds good.
Ecom, GNC, how do your systems look?
Flight Ecom, we look good.
GNC looks good.
Okay, tell me, how does it look to you?
Looks real good, flight.
Okay, how's that ascent battery holding up?
Great. No problem with it.
Okay. Control, how do you look?
We look real good, flight.
Okay, you're still holding what, 67% here, huh? 64 and 67?
64 and 67. Channel 64 has the profile if you're interested.
We're about a percent above normal.
Flight GNC.
Go, GNC.
That contact will be announced on 111.
Okay, on 111.
Well, Bruce, I was going to send you some TV. I had it on standby. I went to transmit, and I could see the surface pretty good, and all of a sudden it quit.
Flight Inco?
Yes, Inco.
I probably did that. I turned on the FM subcarrier to get the backside dumped.
Okay.
Stand by on that, Stu. We can probably get it working again.
Pings from control.
Pings there.
Like that
Loaded
with
the
that
DAP.
caused the onboard monitor to quit?
What they had asked him to load at contact.
Yeah, they did. And yes, it would.
Yeah,
they're in 4Jet.
Houston, I think that's a ground-commanded configuration problem, and as soon as we're through dumping the backside
Flight
tape, we'll give it back to you.
His DAP is loaded with the 4Jet configuration that we gave him to put in at just prior to contact.
Okay, but is that bad?
It means that means that during braking, when he takes out any X components, that he'll be firing 4Jets vice 2 that he normally has trained.
Okay, is that any big deal?
No, flight.
Okay, flight Fido. Just leave him alone. Go, Fido.
Roger, would like to get the ag solution from Ed if he's got time.
And what Spence felt before, but
has this got something to do with the LMD orbit or something?
Negative, flight. I think it'll be very helpful for us in evaluation of this rendezvous.
I imagine, this is Capcom, I imagine he's got it copied down in his data card book we could get later on.
If he doesn't, then he's not going to be able to remember it, I don't imagine. Let's let that go, Fido.
Roger, flight.
He's either got it written down, if he doesn't, then that's the way it goes. I'm sure he's got it written down, though.
Flight retro.
Go.
The CSM has not loaded his LEM DAP weight before docking here.
When is he supposed to do that?
He's got it in the flight plan, the value to load, and he should have loaded it at 142.20.
Okay, you might remind him of that, Capcom. Inco,
Roger,
when are we going to see the TV? Or when is the monitor going to come back on board?
I got about 1 more minute of dump flight, and then I'll give it back to him.
Very good.
FAO control, Mocha 2.
Roger, fine.
Go ahead, control.
Hey, you don't think that
I want to
reconsidered?
Like that.
Have you reconsidered or what?
No, look, the only thing was that when we read our procedure, we ought to tell them, so it leaves us things close to nominal, but if they feel they can hack it, then that's their business.
Okay, but I heard him read it up. He did read it up just prior to contact.
Yeah, that's,
so
if
you're
they
saying
decided it's real no big deal. I just thought
I kind of, after you mentioned it, I thought it was a good point, and the fact that he's trained that
well,
way.
as long as he knows what he's doing and he's got twice the authority, then no big deal.
Okay.
Okay, what is the number?
5700.
5700.
Kitty Hawk, Houston,
Roger that.
we'd like you to load the nominal LEM weight in the DAP, please, 5700.
Ecom telling you?
Just something to let you know whenever they
got a
equalize
spot
the pressure.
Oh, very good. What you reading now?
We're reading 5.7. You're reading 4.9.
You're going to be at, your cam's going to be at 5.7?
It is now at 5.7. Yeah, it will be. I don't think it'll hurt you or anything. I just want to let you know that it's going to be some of an increase instead of a decrease.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to check on that. We may vent at that high pressure.
No, they'll equalize, and we got a pressurizer tunnel to fill it up, so it should equalize around 5.2.
Okay, thank you.
Speak to the TV, and there it comes.
Flight info, I guess you know you have the TV back.
Okay, you guys, I don't want you watching the TV.
You might tell him that Capcom that we're getting.
Okay, Stu, we're getting a good TV signal now.
Okay, looks like he'll skip his first braking gate because he's right on the money.
Thank you.
I'll try a little zoom. I don't know if you can pick him up yet or not.
Okay, can you tell us roughly where he is in the monitor and grid coordinates?
He was right on that first braking
Right
gate.
on the top of B and C on the line in between them, it looks like, Bruce.
Roger, is that B2 and 3?
Well, let me see. I can't see that far over to the monitor. Let me take another look.
No sweat, Capcom.
No, don't worry
I'll
about
look
it.
out the window here first.
Can be getting such big errors there, things.
Those are total errors.
Now.
Okay.
I think we got him, Capcom.
Roger, Stu, we've got him at the left-hand edge of our picture, about 1/3 of the way down from the top.
We're coming up on the first braking gate. Oh, second one, yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Fly now.
Roger.
Go.
That
Says minus C translation.
The strength is quite weak on
Roger.
the downlink.
Okay, Enco, you got any words on that?
Square.
Fido from control.
Best I got. Go control.
See him braking, he just did minus Z.
What about the signal?
Beautiful.
Great.
We're solid on the high gain flight.
That sure is.
Let me see if there's anything else I can do.
Okay.
Closing at 20 feet per second.
FAO flight.
FAO flight.
Go fly.
I almost forgot here, but when I left, there was some talk about taking pictures of the limb from the command module of the steerable. All that go away.
C.
I have not heard anything about it.
Roger, minus
Apparently it
Z.
did.
RCS looking good.
Apparently it went away before it got started. Okay.
Flight guy.
Go.
We're all set up for the impact stuff. We're just standing by here. The pad's ready. I have
Had a little wine now.
and the loads are all ready.
Okay, let's stand by to the nominal.
Looking mighty pretty.
Procedures limb instrumentation on Mocha 2. .
ahead.
Looking real good here, flight.
Okay.
Qualify what I
We'll
said.
just have a few pictures of you here.
Qualify what I said a while ago. Just don't get wrapped around the axle watching TV.
There's minus
Doing
C
some more
again.
braking.
Minus
Roger.
C.
I see.
Plus Y.
Flight Fido.
Go.
Show them about 600 feet there and close it.
Okay.
You've lost a little weight since the last time I saw you.
We're looking real good on RCS. Looks like we're coming in
Your steerable looking good. Okay.
about
too?
2 or 3% above nominal.
Roger, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Contrary to the way it looks on TV, we got a 0 middle gimbal angle.
Roger, thank you.
Minus C. Minus C.
Okay, Telmu, Control, GNC, Ecom, keep looking at your systems, which I'm sure you're doing. And we're go, aren't we?
We're go, Ecom here.
GNC
Go.
go. Tell me it looks good.
Okay.
About 3 to 4% above nominal on RCS right now.
Houston Military, station keeping at about 100 feet, closing in a little more for the pictures of the service module and command module.
Roger, Al. We've got you on television, and it's looking beautiful.
Still hanging.
You see that wire or whatever that's hanging at the bottom?
Okay, anytime
Plus C.
you're ready, Al, you
Okay, we got you, Stu. Go ahead, turn around. We'll photograph you.
Hey, Stu.
turn the TV off here.
Stu, looking at the ascent stage of the limb, it looks like there's something hanging loose from the bottom of it, a piece of wire or insulation or anything. Can you comment on that?
Plus Y.
He's closing in more.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to wait till we got in a little closer. It's probably part of the separation plane there, I'm sure.
Yeah, we concur on
Turn
that.
the TV off here before I blast it into the sun on this pitch around, Bruce.
Roger.
Flight retro.
Go.
The CSM still has not put in the limb DAP weight for docking here.
What's he got in there now?
33,000. And Stu, we'd like to confirm that you got the limb weight of 5,700 pounds loaded in the DAP prior to docking.
All right. Network flight.
Fly network.
Don't turn those lines down yet.
No, we'll keep them on plane.
Okay, I see a smooth loop there.
Hey, that's no problem,
Keep me,
Bruce,
remind me of
because
that,
I
though.
can,
If we get a good contact,
I'll go
that's...
free, and then I'll get all that squared away. But I'll load it in.
Roger out.
Okay.
Yeah,
right
data.
there.
I don't know.
What we do to come back up anyway, excuse me.
Okay. I'll do a loop later.
LGC data good there, things?
Okay, make it smooth.
It looks okay.
He said the battery looks okay. The LMP battery looks okay.
Style.
Look at it, X.
Bring a pitch at 2 degrees per second flat.
Okay.
Oh, you look good.
Flight, we lost
There I
AEA
was,
data.
240,000 coming over the top.
You have any reason for that?
No, we're checking on
That's
it.
our home away from home.
LGC looks good and PCM, and just no AEA data. network from control.
Go ahead.
You got any reason why we might have lost AEA data?
We'll have to check on it. I don't know.
Would you believe 360,000?
You looking at it, Eggs?
Yeah.
Flight network.
He's checking,
That
John.
X data from all the stations.
Okay, Houston, Kitty Hawk is doing an extremely smooth loop. We're sitting at 70 feet, watching him go around. He looks very clean.
As a low priority item control, you might ask the people if there's some small amount of switch checking they want to do about that AEA.
Roger.
I think we'll lose Kitty Hawk here while he's pitching. He'll be back up on the high game.
No hot spots at all.
Control eggs.
Go ahead.
They saw a current drop at the same time the eggs data disappeared. Would you have them check 4CB79 ASA on the LMP bus?
Whilst we're waiting here, tell me some more about that AEA data.
Found also the AEA breaker on that same bus.
Flight, if they had time to check the ASA breaker on panel 16 and the AEA breaker on panel 16. Telmews have confirmed that there was a current drop at the same time that the AEA data was lost. You don't want to have them switch to
He's not supposed to
ag.
power it down, is he?
Negative, Flight.
It's still good.
It's still good to switch to?
Okay.
No, the RGA is still good.
Okay.
Do we want to ask him before we do this, just ask him if it's operating normally on board? And is that any chance? There's some chance it might just be an instrumentation failure. And
You
you
have him check it.
or something.
Yeah, okay, why don't you? It looks like something turned off though, John, because the current dropped at the same time.
We might just ask him whether it looks normal, Flight, just casually.
Well, what do you think? You don't know what it's doing?
Well, we know that his RGAs would be good. Can we have him check those circuit breakers?
Hey, he turned off the rendezvous radar.
I guess.
Oh, you look clean. Nice and clean, Stu.
Negative. He hasn't turned it off yet. He just lost
Capcom, do you think that'll interfere with what he's doing now?
I don't think so. I think we can ask Ed.
Okay, tell him that we lost our data on the downlink down here. And we'd like to have him
I'll
check
come in a little
those
closer and
2
save you
circuit
some
breakers.
gas.
Yeah, on the AEA only.
Okay.
It's the ASA circuit breaker and the AEA circuit breaker, panel 16.
Ed, this is Houston. When you get a chance on panel 16, would you check the ASA and AEA circuit breakers? We've lost data from the AEA only, over.
They're both in.
Thank you.
Copy, Flight.
We copied.
He stopped his pitch around and flight CSM.
We're back up on the high game.
Anything else you want to check?
No, the TIC said that all sites have lost all data from the
It would
eggs.
be obvious on board if it was really bad, wouldn't it?
Show minus C translation.
Yeah, we're pretty sure the system's all right, Flight. He would have gotten a master alarm if he'd had a problem there.
Okay, well, what do you want him to do to it to verify that it's okay and it's just an instrumentation?
He should be seeing his data work properly, if it's working all right.
Yeah, I guess we might confirm that his data is working properly.
Okay,
stand by, Flight. Let us think about that a minute.
Okay.
Just kind of go guidance.
His ball, you ought to just be able to look at the ball and tell.
That foil on the bottom
Yeah.
part of that
There's one key, right?
area there.
Yeah.
He's got one on eggs, one on...
That's
Looks
right.
like during separation, the foil, that insulation got ripped. The other side is down tight, and the side you're looking at there is ripped out pretty badly.
All right, Roger. Thank you, Stu. And we've got another good TV picture.
No.
Number 2, flight guidance.
Go, guys.
CSM's loaded up the dap.
Yeah, he could just check his
Okay.
ball
Yeah.
LMP,
Yeah,
see
that'd
whether that
tell
looks
us.
right.
Yeah, that'd tell us.
Okay, see if there's anything else we want to check. You know, for engineering reasons, we'd like to know what the problem is.
Terminal control procedures, Smoker 2.
GoPro.
Roger, thrift cycle's going to end here in about 25 minutes if you want to update your thrift cycles.
Thank you.
Control prop.
GoPro.
We have dropped considerable amount on the oxidizer tank temperature of the apps. Sounds like that insulation might be on that side.
Control, we're showing a constant out of detent indication right now.
And a minus pitch, 2.5 degree switch.
He's gonna.
He's not firing jets, though. What you aim to do? It's obviously not getting through.
We're getting a constant pitch rate here, looks like.
Okay, what you want to do?
I think he's maybe holding it. Maybe he's holding it there for this rate.
You know, we've never
He's
seen
maneuvering on the TV.
Yeah. Maybe we've never seen this.
I've never seen it, yeah. He's just holding it there.
See when it stops. This is Houston. Request low bit rate aft Omni over.
Yeah, now he's back in detent.
Okay. Eggs, anything else you want to do on that?
Flight engine good steerable as he gets in proper attitude.
Can't think of anything else to do, John. We didn't get any mask alarm on anything, and the switch is still in operate.
Is there a timing fault or something that could cause that?
Flight guidance. Yeah. One thing we'd like to
we lose downlink if we don't have timing pulses from instrumentation, yes.
See, is that common to things?
Copy that.
Negative.
Yeah, it's common.
Remind the Kitty Hawk to go to P47 when he actually starts at docking.
Okay.
And Joe, you let us know as soon as we can get high gain again, because we want to have it ready again.
Roger that.
White, that's P47 for the timeline.
Yes, well, only a reminder, he hasn't been in it here for some time, although it's in the nominal time.
Do you want to hold off on that?
Well, when you see him get close to docking, it'll be in there and leave there. You can just watch him jump on.
Roger.
Okay, why don't you just stop it there? I need to translate down and go right anyway.
And Kitty Hawk, we show you P47 for the docking. Go ahead, Antares.
All right, you're on the off these and be advised I think to have lost bags, although I have no warning.
All right, you're ahead. We copy.
Flight intro.
Okay.
We copied that. Crew said they lost the egg.
They did lose the egg.
I think that's what I copied, John.
Plus 170.
Flight control.
He's requesting go for fire alarm flight.
Flight in time, we'll go.
Okay, we'll go. Go ahead, pitch 170. What?
Yaw plus 55.
Yaw plus 55. Okay, and we don't want to do this docking until we got this Capcom.
And high bit rate. He needs to switch on board.
Flight Capcom, I got a lot of noise. I didn't copy that.
Okay, for Antares, we want the high gain, pitch 170, yaw plus 55, and high bit rate. And we don't want them to actually make contact until we get this.
Roger. Antares, this is Houston. We'd like to get the steerable up. Pitch 170, yaw plus 55, high bit rate. And request that you and Kitty Hawk do not make contact until we establish good telemetry. Over.
Roger, that's good hearing,
Flight from control.
Okay, pitch
I copied it. He had said they had lost eggs.
Yaw plus 55.
He said apparently they've lost the eggs. We'll talk to him later.
Did you say something, Control?
You keep thinking about what kind of things you want to run through. Don't take too much time after we get docked.
Roger. Okay, I think I was just confirming what you said. They said they did lose the eggs. I want you to...
I checked with the
the bus volts, and that was 30 volts, so it shouldn't have been due to the low voltage.
We're locked up. How do you read?
LMP bus volts.
Happy with data. Okay, control, you happy with your data?
Okay.
We got high bit rate data, yeah, flight.
You're happy with it? It's okay? Solid? Why do I still see sunflowers?
Right. We don't have LGC data yet.
Okay.
There's LGC data flight.
Okay, now we got it flying.
Yeah, you go. Is that right, control, for the docking?
Affirm.
Okay, Capcom, we've got good data now. We'll go to press on.
Roger, and Kitty Hawks NP47.
That's affirmative flight. Looks
Okay, Bill, be thinking about anything you want to run through to check this thing out.
Okay.
But make sure we might get somebody else to be looking at that.
Okay.
Let's keep our eye on the docking here.
Roger.
Yeah, how about that?
Ag support, meet Lim Ag and SSR conference.
Just flight.
Go ahead, flight.
Okay, take that bottom clock that says ignition and put it on sunset.
Okay, fine. That's an MD orbit TIG flight, and you didn't want it?
I want it later, but right now I want sunset.
Okay.
As soon as we get docked, Retro, you come on back and put it back up. That's nothing. I appreciate you doing that early.
All right.
Guidance flight.
Go ahead, flight.
Understand that you're all set up for the uplink to the left.
That's right, and I am.
RCS looks real stable.
Roger.
Okay, let's just stand by on it. Fine.
Say again? Okay, we captured.
Captured.
Okay, normal docking.
Beautiful, normal dock.
Pings mode is off.
Did you ever see them thrust?
No, sir. I had my watch right next to it, and they did not plus X.
Okay, flight, they never did thrust. They never did plus X.
Okay, that's fine.
And we got a hard dock.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's be thinking, see if there's anything we want to do on the eggs.
I think what we ought to do, John, is have a normal power-up procedure. Cycle the circuit breakers, the switch, and see what happens.
This world and out of this world, too.
We have another AEA circuit breaker on the commander's bus. Now that we're docked, it wouldn't hurt to check and see if that would do it.
The update to the two pads.
See, normally this AEA circuit breaker on the commander's bus is not energized. We might try that. Maybe that diode.
Oh, Roger. Okay, what did you want to try before that cycle from AGS operate to standby to operate?
Forget about all those docking procedures and think about the AGS.
Roger.
What you want to do to that.
Roger. Standby operate switch.
Okay, Bill, listen, because I dropped off.
And Terry Houston,
flight
when
call,
you have
Bill.
a moment,
Oh, I'm sorry. Cycle the circuit breakers and the switch, AG status switch. If that doesn't work,
CV, same too.
Okay.
right. If that doesn't work, try the circuit breaker, AEA circuit breaker on the commander's bus. See if that does it.
Okay.
Okay, they're ready for the
Let's try cycling from operate. You didn't say anything about operate to standby to operate.
Going to give me,
Yeah, go from operate to standby and back to operate.
Okay, that's after you cycle the AEA and the ASA.
We may, I guess, we're going to go to this uplink mode 6 and may lose the data.
Understand you want the command module 8 now?
We're in a mode 7 uplink for command now.
Mode 7, okay.
whatever you have them, I'm ready to copy.
Okay, CSM is 34727, and LEM is 5103, over.
Okay, everybody in the room, we still have work to do.
That's a real good weight there. Thank you.
Flight network.
Go.
Understood.
Can we release the video line?
51033
With that video LOS on the grid.
Okay.
That's correct, Ed.
Uplink to the LEM in progress, flight.
Okay, you might have some trouble with the data here.
Any period of time you want them to stay, or just cycle from operate to standby to operate?
Just have them cycle, John.
Okay.
Anything else, Houston? When you get through with what you're doing there, Stu, I do have a SEP pad for you. And
Go span. This is just to troubleshoot for post-mission purposes, right?
Say again?
We don't need DAGs anymore, so I'll
That's the fire. They just want to do some quick checks.
Okay, if you hold just a little bit, we might get some inputs from the rider guys.
34727.
Hey, Bob, the only thing I want to do is keep it to a minimum. I mean, you can't go
Understand.
through some big, hairy procedure. We don't have
Understand. But you can let them just continue on and hold fire till 14 minutes.
34727, thank you.
LEM 5103.
Flight from control.
Here.
Okay, so just a couple of quick things we'd like to try, and Span may come over some others without getting into great detail. But
okay, I want to point out to the Span people that we're operating on a fairly close timeline here. The crew is tired, and we want to let them go ahead and get back transferred out of the LEM. So we don't have a lot of time to think about this.
Right.
I made that point.
I have a LEM
Very good.
impact P30 pad for you.
We would first of all like to cycle the circuit breakers that we previously checked. In other words, the AEA circuit breaker and the ASA circuit breaker on panel 16.
Okay, now there's no question in your mind but what that AGS is broken. Is that right, based on what he said and what you see?
Well,
I mean, you don't want to do anything else to verify its present condition before you do anything with the circuit breakers.
Well, the crew report, he lost.
Well, I guess we're hanging a lot on what the crew said,
You're 160 pounds
that his AGS has failed. We might want him to comment on that before we do this.
Get the tunnel open.
Right, I'll be working on that in just a second here. I'll start equalizing.
Okay.
Then we'd like for him to cycle the switch, the AG switch, which is presently in operate. We'd like him to switch it to standby and then back to operate.
You want to do that? You want to cycle the circuit breakers with this switch in operate?
Support on conference.
Affirm.
Okay.
Tell me, ACOM.
And then what?
And then the last thing, there's a redundant AEA breaker on the CDR bus.
Tell me, ACOM, over to.
That
What do you want to do with it?
try it.
Is it open now?
Yes, there are two of them. It normally stays open.
Okay.
And that's all we have right
Okay,
now.
and you think, do you want him to elaborate just a little bit on what the AGS looks like?
Affirm. Sure would, flight.
Off the air for about 3 minutes here.
Okay, Stu.
Okay, everybody get squared away for this command module pressurization. Capcom flight.
From control.
Okay, we need first of all to tell
a
us
lunar
what those
impact
stowage
pad is coming out to you. YouTube, run copies, please, and send me the original back.
Roger.
Okay,
and then those three things after he elaborates. And he calls.
Say again, Ed.
I'm ready to copy P30 pad.
Okay, P30. Purpose, goodbye, LEM. TIG, 147541890. Now in 81. Minus 01820.
Control flight.
Plus.
Go flight.
Okay, make it clear to the Span people and everybody else that's thinking about AGS that we have LOS in 35 minutes, and whatever we're going to tell the crew, we have to tell them before that time.
Roger.
Flight FAO.
01861.
We can't afford to do much AGS testing if we want to not compromise getting rid of the LEM on time.
176. minus 01819er plus 00390 minus 00060. Read back, over.
Roger. Impact P30 pad. 147541890 minus 01820 plus
FAO flight.
00390.
I'm not proposing any extended checks, but even if it takes just 2 or 3 minutes, if we don't tell the crew before LOS, it's going to be too late to tell them at AOS. That's right. No, we're not going to interfere with the
span from control.
01819.
Go ahead. Okay, did you copy all what flight said about
minus
that?
00060.
No argument. Okay. Roger.
You've already got the LEM weight.
Control, I didn't see, did he didn't say anything about hitting the data or anything, did he?
No, I think he probably confirmed it on his 8-ball.
Okay, Ed, if you would, we'd like a few words from you on the subject of the AGs. We've lost the AG downlink telemetry and are sort of at a loss as to what its current status is. Could you spare a little time for that?
You copying this, AGs?
Right, it performed beautifully up until the time you asked me to check circuit breakers. I looked and the circuit breakers are okay. I started to look at it for a backup braking gate about that time and found I could not access it. Furthermore, the AG's ball is still at 150 degrees pitch, 0 yaw, 0 roll, and has been for some time. And I have no warnings. All the circuit breakers are in, but I cannot access it to get a self-test.
When was the last time he tried to access it?
When was the last time you tried to access it, Ed?
Approximately.
Successfully.
Well, just now. About shortly before we hit the braking gates.
Roger. Is everybody happy?
Can we have him check those few things flighty with?
Okay. Everybody's happy with the description?
Yes. We're happy with that description. I don't think it sounds to me like control has nothing else to add to that.
Ed, this is Houston. We'd like you to, on panel 16, cycle the ASA and AEA circuit breakers, if you would, please. Okay, they're cycled. In further answer to that last question, Bruce, it was somewhere around AOS, but I don't remember exactly where. Roger, that's close enough.
AGs, could you have any cycling?
Flight Capcom, did we see any change up cycling? I abandoned the AGs and started setting up cameras for the docking.
I don't know, but we want to be We want to be sure to read that stowage up to him too. Before they
okay,
get
Ed, and if you didn't see any change, we'd like you to take the AG operate switch, or the AG status switch, and cycle it from operate to standby and back to operate. And if that doesn't do any good on panel 11, we'd like to close the commander's AEA circuit breaker, over.
We see AG standby.
Okay, that hasn't done any good. We'll try the other one.
Okay, I'm back up.
Capcom flight, I'm sorry. What I meant was we want to read him those stowage things.
Roger, and I'm concerned that maybe closing both AEA circuit breakers at once ties the buses together. Maybe somebody could check that. I'll get the stowage going.
Okay.
Is that right?
It does tie the buses together.
It does, say again? It does tie the buses together, Flight.
Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to help either, Bruce.
Do you want him to do that?
Okay, which one was that?
Have them open up again on the commander's bus.
You want to open?
Open the one on the commander's
Any of
bus.
them. I have put in the commander's circuit breaker and still have not gotten anywhere with it.
Okay, let's skip the AGs and leave it in its present situation. And I've got a few items I'd like to read off for return over and above the nominal return items.
Control.
Say again, Flight.
I'd say we could spend about 2 more minutes with the AGs, and that's about all.
Okay. I don't have anything further to try, Flight.
Okay. I understand there's some thought to be considered to running this self-test routine.
He can't get into the data, it won't help.
He said
But
he
we
couldn't
can't access it,
it.
so that won't work.
That's right.
That's good thinking.
John, you
Yeah,
want
this is
to
Houston.
also have him
I'd
open
like to
that
read you up
commander's
some
bus
extra
one.
return items if you
Say
got
again,
a
Eggs?
piece of paper
You want to have
around.
him open the EA circuit breaker on the commander's bus so the two buses aren't tied together now.
Okay, I'm ready to copy.
Okay, item number 1, the 100-foot tether. Over.
Okay, we got that one.
Number 2, the LEC waist tether combination. Over.
Okay.
Number 3, 30-foot tie-down webbing. Over.
Control prompt.
Go.
We've been checking the weights and whatnot. It seems like our weight was a little low.
Okay, hold on, prompt.
Okay.
Eggs from control.
Item number 4.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm cracking the hatch valve.
He didn't,
we would like to
seems like I
bring
read
back the
that
commander's
he opened that
Hasselblad.
breaker on the commander's bus.
Pardon me?
If you want to bring
Seemed to
back
me I remember him saying he
LMP
opened the
Hasselblad,
circuit breaker on the
also that
commander's
could go
bus.
in B1,
Oh,
but we
okay.
need the commander's
Okay.
Better
Hasselblad.
confirm that.
Flight FAO.
Go.
We just like for them to understand not to put both of them in the ISA.
We thought about bringing them both back, but since you said not to, we left one on the surface, but you'll have the CDRs.
Roger, we copy. Item number 5. We want both of the LMP's EVA gloves. Over.
Guidance flight.
Okay, they're aboard.
Go ahead, flight.
Is he in block in
And
the
of course,
command?
we're
in the
going to
left?
bring back the
Stand by, he's not. I don't believe he's still
Now,
got data
Joey,
enabled, but we probably should. We're going to leave it that
The
way.
first
so
3
probably-
items, the tethers and the webbing, can go in the temporary stowage bags in the command module.
Oh, okay.
The Hasselblad and the ISA, which is
Good
normal. And your gloves can go in the PGA bag and probe underneath the right-hand couch in a temporary storage location.
Okay, we've already stowed most of this stuff, Bruce. The tether, the 100-foot tether's already in the ISA. The LEC waist tethers could go in a TSB, and so could the 30-foot tie-down webbing. The commander's Hasselblad we could put in the ISA. The EVA gloves are already in the ISA.
Okay, and we do not want to put the LMP camera in the
Okay,
ISA.
stand by.
Hey, flight.
LMP cameras on the lunar surface.
We
Did
do
you
not
say that? Okay.
We do not want to put the tethers and the tie-down webbing in the ISA either, because we want to have that out so we can get to it to stow to the.
This is Capcom. Do we
Well, we
need
can
that
do it
prior to
later, can't we?
TEI?
Say again?
We don't need it prior to TEI. It's already in there. Let's leave it in there.
We have to open a contamination bag. You put the ISA in a contam bag, and we don't want to have to go back into the contamination bag to get the tethers. We want to have the tethers out so we don't have to bother the ISA again.
And that's going to tie down the probe, huh?
That's going to tie down the probe. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, let's pass that up, Capcom, and see if they think it's going to be a big impact on their timeline to change that.
Okay, we don't care where he puts his gloves, do we?
No, I don't think so, right? Okay.
Ed, this is Houston, over.
They don't even know we're going to bring the probe back, I don't think, Capcom, by the way.
I just told him.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
We'd like to get the tethers,
Exactly,
especially the 100-foot tether, out of the ISA, because you're going to be bagging the ISA in a contamination bag. And we've got using the 100-foot tether, the
I think what the
LEC
problem
waist
is,
tether, and 30
it has
feet
to be
of
the
tie-down
AEA
for
power
securing the
supply.
docking probe for re-entry.
And could be contaminant in the ag status
We'd like
switch
to see if
on
you can do it without impact.
contacts
We'd like to get that stuff out before you
10
put
to
the
11.
ISA in the contamination bag. All the other storage is okay.
Why
the only thing I can see, John, because the ASA temperature is hanging up there. When they cycle the switch, the status switch for us, we got the alarm showing the voltage throttle limits, and the only thing we don't have a good check on is the AEA power supply, and it must be that, because we lost all our data. He can't access the data.
Why wouldn't you have gotten a master alarm of some kind?
we should get AEA test failure. Well, that's
Houston, you back on the line, over.
the AEA test failure voltage comes out of the AEA power supply, John.
Okay.
So if you lost that power,
whenever you're free, I've got your set.
if you lost that power supply, you wouldn't have any voltage to send out that signal.
Okay.
And the voltage you got the ASA power supply was still good, so they didn't trip it. So it looks to me like it has to be the AEA power supply that failed.
Okay.
And a possible solution to that would be the contaminant in the egg status switch.
TIG 146300000. Now in 81. Minus 00010. Y and Z are all zips.
I
301.
think what we lost was the AEA power supply, John.
348.
power supply.
Rest of the pad is NA. Remarks. Lem jettison time.
Ag support on SSR comments.
2500. And the roll pitch and yaw for lem jettison is the same as for step, over.
Inco flight.
Flight Inco.
Okay. Any changes in the post-docking checklist for the COM configuration, the one that's on page 16? The LEM timeline book.
That's negative.
LVX minus 1.0.
Okay, you've looked at that.
We looked at the new attitude pattern.
Fan,
348. Yes,
all of those,
146.
and all of those primary,
301, 355,
does building 45 come up with any ideas on the eggs?
That's negative. It's too late anyhow. Okay.
Yeah, I know it's too late to do any more troubleshooting. I just wonder if they have reason what they think happened.
No, but I wouldn't worry about it, Bill. We'll get a leisurely analysis of it later. They haven't come up with any panic things to do here. That's a priority basis, so I guess we're on status quo.
I believe we're up to date already.
In the checklist?
Right.
Okay, you copy that, Capcom?
Okay.
Negative flight.
We need the,
I thought you had a call from me a minute ago.
The CMP is has passed turning off the direct RCS. The say that again, GNC.
It is RHC power direct. Should be off.
Okay.
RHC, and when you get a chance, just remind him of that.
Flight guidance.
Go.
If he's sitting there like that, could give us poo and accept, we could go ahead and get the loads in, and we wouldn't have to worry about it here in 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Flight Ecom.
Can we do that also, Capcom?
City Hawk, here's some
Live prop computer TM1CC2.
That's convenient with you. And confirm the rotational hand controller power direct switch is off, please.
Okay, you've got two and accept and direct off.
Okay, go, guidance. How's your RHC there, guidance? I'm sorry, GNC.
Yeah, the RHC is off, flight.
Okay.
Are the pressures equal in the tunnel yet?
That's affirmative. I'm about to drop the hatch.
Flight from control.
Go.
Get all this stuff on the post-docking checklist where he targets the eggs and so on. We can just scrub all that. I guess he understands that.
I don't think we need to mention that to him.
Okay.
He couldn't do it if he wanted to. He can't get in the details.
And Ed, would you verify or Al the forward dump valve auto?
That's verified, Stu.
Okay.
Okay, sounds like they're starting through their post-docking checklist.
Okay, let's monitor it close.
How dusty was it down there?
Control prop.
We don't have a lot of dust in here, but our suits are filthy.
On these thrift formats, did you order 6 special ones?
Negative? Oh, yeah.
Who are those for?
Well, there should be 2 sets of them.
Roger.
Okay, one's for us and one's for span.
Okay. In addition to that, though, I've run the
Ascent.
Well, that was Ascent. What he ran.
Yeah, but you got a whole total on it, didn't you?
Oh, the one I ran, Roger.
In other words, you got all formats.
Roger. The other one that you had run was just 6.
That's right.
Who gets that span?
Yes.
Roger.
Okay, we get about 20 minutes for LOS.
Ags A support on conference.
FAO flight. FAO flight.
Go flight.
Okay, we got that map update in our hand.
We're not doing any map updates, flight.
You're not going to take that S4B?
We're going to take the S4B. We're still working on it. We haven't finished it yet.
Isn't that the one that's due right now, or is that incorrect?
That's right, but we could wait till AOS if we don't get it. We're trying to get it for LOS. They're working on it. Couldn't work on it too much during the rendezvous.
Okay, then you're not giving any more map updates except you're going to give this one.
No, we're not giving a map up. We're getting a S4B. You said S4B.
Well, okay. I thought that's what this was.
No more map updates, Flight. Stu said he didn't want any more, so we're not giving him any more.
Retro from Control.
Go ahead, Control.
Okay, we got a new weight update for jettison. It's a little bit, let's see, we had 5103, it's 5178.
5178, we already passed the data for 5103.
Okay,
that ought to be all right to execute, don't you agree?
You read up to the command module, all the pads, the set burn pad, the jettison pad, and the DAP load?
I've read the jettison. Yeah, the SEP pad, that's, the jettison attitudes are contained in the SEP pad up to the command module, and he also has the DAP load.
Okay. And we've read,
Control, Fido.
Go, Fido.
What happened to the Ags?
I don't know, babe. We think we lost that ADA power supply, but not real sure.
Beautiful. I'm glad it made it.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it?
We've uplinked everything we need to the LIM.
Kitty Hawk, Houston, computer's yours.
Module, right?
That's right, until we start executing the P99 after they jettison the LIM.
Flight FAO.
Go, FAO.
We need a channel for this S4B pad computation. Can we get a channel, please?
Looks like we're not ready. Go.
We were when I
We just
when I
gave you a
started
channel, FAO. You want to see if you can get one?
How's that for instance, service?
That's good. Thank you, Flight.
You're now read.
We have 2 channels still available, Flight.
Oh, okay.
Did we tell Kitty Hawk we were through? He hasn't gone back to block, Flight.
I believe we did, didn't we, Cap? Huh? Capcom flight.
Kitty Hawk, Houston, were you calling?
That's negative, Bruce.
Roger out.
Capcom flight.
Go ahead, Flight.
Did you tell him it was, tell Kitty Hawk that we were done with the computer, too?
Yes, I did tell Kitty Hawk we were done with the computer.
Oh, okay.
Control prompt.
Go prompt.
I'm handing over here.
Okay.
The green propulsion's on.
Okay.
Green's right.
Apollo 14, this is Houston, 12 minutes to LOS.
Okay, Bruce.
Pings from control.
Pings here.
Okay, I was looking at the AEA here and noticed there's some outputs from there which go to the pings that store the ag status, standby, /off. Does your downlink have any insight into that?
No, not that I'm aware of. There's some timing instrumentation-wise between the two, I believe. That may be what you're looking at, but there's no downlink parameter. What drawing are you on? What's it?
I'm on EASA power supply 10.17.1.
Light Capcom.
Go.
Yeah, we got about 9.5 minutes to LOS. I'm wondering when the rush to fast stuff up is going to start. As far as I know, it didn't. Okay.
Pings from control.
Pings, sir.
Okay, have you monitored his post-docking checklist there? I mean,
It's not doing it.
He has not even entered it.
No.
I think they're purposely waiting.
I heard him talk about the forward dump valve to auto.
What loop is he in?
And that's the last I heard. And they haven't done anything with the DAP load.